Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany and I'm glad you're here. Who knew that jazz and planning just go very well together? I hope you guys like this kind of relaxing video. It is in real time and I hope that you can take out your planners or your journals and kind of write along with me while you're watching this video. I am today showing you a process of what I do at the beginning of the week in my Hobonichi Cousin. This Hobonichi Cousin is what I use as a family planner, mainly for my son's school, which is pretty much the only big things that happen nowadays. I also use it for appointment planning and any other big activities that may happen as a family. I have decided that I find it easier to separate the page, and it is still a work in progress, meaning that I am still finding things that I can improve on. And so this video is different from a previous video where I am planning in my Hobonichi Cousin. So what I've decided to do is separate from the top portion, the middle of the day portion, and the bottom. I plan as I go throughout the week because things come up and then I write it down. I don't plan, and I've never done this really lately, like in the past year or two, where I have a lot of plans going on certain days. So I like to just keep my days open until something comes up. The biggest part of planning ahead that I actually do is probably maybe a month or two in advance. And I will usually write that information in the monthly section. Now for the weekly section, I do reference what's going on from last week, so you may see me flipping back and forth between last week and this week. I also reference my monthly pages, just in case there's something big that I wrote down there that I didn't remember that's coming up for the week. I mentioned that I separate my sections, so I do like to color code and pick a color for the week to stick with, and this week I've decided to go with like a green Tombow color that also matches my stickers. So I have also decided not to use so many stickers at the beginning of the year. I kind of reserve that space for my daily pages, where I do kind of add some ephemera and some tip-ins and things like that. So that's why you may notice, not only right now but also in my other social media photos, that it may seem quite bare and just all pen, which is actually something I am really enjoying. Now, my plan is not to talk throughout the whole video, but I do want to mention some of the changes. So I've been pretty consistent in making a dinner section at the very bottom. This helps me not only to document what we're eating at the end of the day, also to help me with grocery lists, and then, just for ideas for when you just get tired of making the same thing over and over again. So every once in a while I will make something that's new to us and forget about it, and then if I look through the pages, then I'll realize what some new things that could pop up. Also, it does help when we have leftovers in the fridge. So sometimes my husband will take things to work for lunch the next day, but if he doesn't, it sits in the fridge. We want to know when was the last time I actually made the salmon to make sure that it's still good. I have also noticed that there is a section above the dinner section that I don't always utilize. It's usually the 9 to midnight hour, and although I may still be up around that time, I'm not doing a bunch of stuff during those hours. It's usually watching TV or journaling or something like that. And so I may want to put that in, but I don't always want to say journaling every single day on my planner. So I decided to use that space for things that my son needs for his school. And usually his teacher will send us that information at the beginning of the week, and then I can fill it in. So whatever I fill in on Monday would be things I need to remember for Tuesday to prepare for his class. And typically it's stuff that he needs to have ready for the day. I find that it's more helpful to put it on the weekly pages than on the daily pages, as I had been doing last year. Now, the middle section, which is pretty much my son's school schedule, has stayed the same. I will write down whatever they're learning for the day from what I can hear in his class, and I'll just jot that down because usually on the weekends I like to kind of review that information, or on a day that they may be off and I'm trying to come up with things for him to review for school, then I will flip back through the pages. So I do like to kind of jot things down when I hear it. And then at the top, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to utilize it. I do want to keep it more for information of things that we do in the morning time. I do like to write down the weather because I find it comforting to write down something every day that I know is very simple, and to also look back at it. If I need to know something that we may need to do that day and I need to reference what did we do, and I look at the weather, and sometimes that is an indicator to refresh my memory. But I also like to write things down, like if the boys woke up early, if I woke up early, or if I wasn't feeling good. I am kind of using it more now for notes, but that may also change in the future. You can see me kind of jumping around. I can't just plan one day, a whole day at a time. I have to jump around. That's just how my mind works. So you'll see me going from one day to the next day, and whatever comes to my mind, I will put it down on paper before I forget it. Anyway, I think I've talked almost the whole time throughout this video, and you didn't get to really listen to all the beautiful jazz music, but I'm gonna shut up now, and I hope you guys are having a good 2021 planning, and really hunkering down on your planning and your ideas, and kind of leveling out to a safe space. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoy the last bit of jazz music, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!